What's up, Plus Ultra fam? It's me, Plus Ultra Man, and today we're for a Naruto discussion. So to jump right in, I have a problem with the Leaf Village. No, not the actual place, as I think the climate is pretty nice, plus it's pretty advanced in its technology. If you get past all the terrorist attacks, it's a really nice place to live. My problem with the Leaf Village lies in its ninja program. To put it bluntly, the ninja program of the Leaf Village sucks. Now hold on, put your pitchforks down and set down the torches. I want to explain to you objectively why the Leaf Village ninja program is not good. Now, reason number one that I think the Leaf Village Ninja program is very bad is that they underprepare their ninja. Keep in mind that the ninja program of any nation in the Naruto universe is essentially also their military. So in that sense, it really makes no sense for you to send your ninja out unprepared. Think back to what Naruto and his class learned in the academy. The clone jutsu, the transformation technique, very simple taijutsu, kunai techniques, and finally, the transformation jutsu, none of which are extremely vital at the end of the day. But something they definitely should have been taught in the academy is proper chakra control, which is why it really makes no sense for Naruto and his team to be taught the tree climbing exercise after they had graduated, when proper chakra control could be a very good cornerstone to build the ninja off of. Not just that, after learning the tree climbing technique, they would have been way more mobile and it could be faster in the trees. The water walking exercise should have been taught as well. You never know, maybe had Haruka taught Naruto these things, he would have been able to properly control his chakra. The reason Naruto couldn't make a normal clone was because it requires not very much chakra, when for Naruto having such high chakra reserves can only limit himself to so much. This is why shadow clones are the premium technique for him. It also doesn't make sense for the ninja classes to be so big, when it's very clear that most of them will not be surviving. Now, I'm not talking about anybody we actually know the name of, but any of the characters in Naruto's class that we have no idea whose name were, what their goals were, or if they just decided to chase Sasuke all around, they should have probably been kicked out at some point. This would allow the teachers to focus on individual students and therefore hone their skills to a higher degree. Remember, this is your military, so you're essentially sending your soldiers out into battle with no idea how to shoot their guns. My second reason is that the Leaf Village relies too much on Kekkei Genkai and clan techniques. Now, I do understand the reason they are so appealing. They're unique abilities that help our characters stand out and therefore not be so generic. They were also meant to distinguish them so they wouldn't become fodder like ninja like we see in the village all the time. Just like Kiba or Ino. Wait, oh no, that doesn't work. Or maybe, no. Well, I guess they really didn't work out in the end. But I think the problem with that is the clan techniques are usually taught as the sole purpose of that ninja, not teaching them to branch out in any type of way. I think Sasuke would be the best antithesis to this, because even though he has a Sharingan, that's by no means the only thing he has trained himself to use. His taijutsu is superb, and when he gets his sword, he gets even stronger in that aspect. He's decent when genjutsu. His ninjutsu is off the charts, not to mention he also has a summoning technique, as well as Susanoo. Now, I get that Sasuke, and he's one of the most powerful characters in the series, but at the same time, I really think that everybody in Naruto's class, including Gaia's team, could have been some of the most dangerous shinobi to ever leave the Leaf Village. At least they should have all been at Katsuki level, at least. But there's such an over-reliance on developing only their skills in this certain aspect of them that they get left behind. Think about how much more dangerous Ino would be if she was also a master of genjutsu. She could then immobilize her opponent before having to use her clan techniques, and therefore would have to use less time to plan and have them in a certain position to hit those attacks. Or Shikamaru, who is by far the best tactician in the entire series. What if his taijutsu was better than it was in the original series? That way he wouldn't be defenseless when he had run out of his small chakra pool. If you give Shikamaru the chakra pool of someone like Naruto or Sasuke, I promise you, he will most likely be the most dangerous character in the series. His mind works on a level that is so high above all the others in the series. Even if he does not have raw power, he has the raw intelligence to outpower you. Another huge advantage to the Kekkei Genkai is that they're very surprising in battle because they're not a commonly used technique. But when you really get down to that, that's not necessarily true. Think about it. The Leaf Village and all the other villages have the Chunin exams, which are not necessarily televised at the time of Naruto, but they're open events used to show military might. Therefore, any ninja from any village can come and see the abilities of the upcoming generation. The Leaf has also been in a bunch of wars. It's proven that everybody knows what is inside the Leaf. This is why the Cloud Village sent someone to kidnap Hinata so they could take her and begin breeding the Byakugan into the Cloud Village. With every tuning exam, war, and joint mission between nations, the surprise and uniqueness of Kekkei Genkai begins to waver. And at that point, wouldn't it be much more efficient and much more effective to train the ninja in aspects of being a ninja other than only the Kekkei Genkai? And my third, final, and most important reason that the Leaf Village sucks is the wasted potential. That's the main reason that the Leaf loses its powerhouses like Madara, Orochimaru, and Sasuke, because they're able to see that there's so much more potential in this place, yet it's all being squandered in a way. Those aren't the sole reasons, but it's a very big part of why they left. And most of this potential is wasted because of the small, petty political debates between the clan heads and people like Danzo. They waste too much time on bureaucracy and their own agendas to actually further the agenda of the Leaf Village as a whole. Now, there are many examples of this, but the absolute worst is how squandered Naruto's class was. In theory, these should have been, as I said earlier in the video, some of the most dangerous and effective shinobi to ever leave the Leaf Village. Look at what's in this class: a Jinchuriki, a Hyuga, an Uchiha, a new Inoshika Cho trio, an Aburame, and an Inuzuka. Sakura doesn't seem that impressive at first glance, but her intelligence, even though she's constantly called useless at the beginning of the series, was off the charts. This is why she was used as a cheat in the tuning exams. And then if you add Team Guy into the mix, the situation looks even worse. Not to mention, look at who the sensei of these Genin are. You have Kakashi Hatake, who is world-renowned, a future Kage, also a Sharingan holder, and the master of 1,000 jutsus. You also have Might Guy, who is without a doubt, no debate, hands down, the greatest taijutsu master in the history of this series. You also have Asumasaru Tobi, who is not only the son of a Kage, but also a member of the Guardian Shinobi 12, elite ninja. And even though she doesn't have an extremely long list of accomplishments, Kurenai Yuhi is by no means a ninja to snuff at. She lived in the same village as Itachi, and is still considered to be a genjutsu master. I'm by no means saying the two are comparable, but if you can be called a genjutsu master in a place where Itachi grew up, you must be worth your salt at least. So with all these ingredients, the shinobi that came from this program should have been great, except the majority of them aren't. Naruto, Sasuke, Lee, and Neji are all pretty competent ninja, but the rest of them at some point really do fall by the wayside. Now here's where this video gets pretty fun, because now we get to dip into a bit of what if territory. What if, noticing all the potential that was in this class of ninja, the Hokage had implemented a new style of training shinobi? We're going to implement something I like to call the 12 Tails Initiative. Now we're going to call it the 12 and not 9, because Guy's team will actually be moved down 1 year to match up with Naruto's team, or Naruto's class in this case. Also because of the Jinchuriki in the class, it's also about unity with this, and 12 Tails Initiative sounds pretty cool, you gotta admit. This would work by primarily making sure that the ninja in this class had proper and near perfect chakra control before graduating, meaning they would be taught the water walking and free walking exercise before leaving the academy. Another implementation would be that the ninja would have to train in groups instead of just 3-man teams with a jonin leader. This would serve to make small, friendly rivalries and also bring the ninjas together as a family and a team. A vital part of being a ninja is cooperation, and training alongside your comrades would only serve to improve that cooperation. Think of how much Naruto and Lee would have benefited had they been trained together before they were even deployed on their first mission. Or Sakura and Ino being around strong Kunoichi who actually wanted to get stronger for the actual reason of just getting stronger. Tenten and Hinata would have great impacts on those two. There would also be a lot more importance placed on every aspect of being a ninja in this case, because as I said, they wouldn't be cut up into teams, they'd be trained as one whole group. For missions, they would go off into teams, but for training, they would stay in a group. So we'd say that Guy would take up taijutsu practice, Kakashi ninjutsu practice, and Kurenai genjutsu practice. With Asuma, you could either have him teaching teamwork, because he did amazingly with the Inoshika Cho trio, or you could have him teaching change in chakra form and nature, and even control. He definitely seems to be a master at both aspects, so he could do either or maybe both. I'm sure the third Hokage wouldn't mind putting the extra workload on him. But we're going to save the rest of this story for an actual what if later in the day. I needed to get this out first so you'd have reference to what the 12 Tails Initiative was and why I was even implementing it. So be sure to keep a lookout on the channel for that what if when it ever comes out. So those are all my major problems with the Leaf Village. However, I am a huge fan of Naruto. I love the writing. I love Kishimoto. I really have no huge problems with his writing style. This is just a way I think that he could have took the narrative and made it a bit stronger and made the side characters a bit more impressive and a bit more effective. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And thanks for watching.